about you?
No luck, I guess we're licked.
It was such a wonderful program.
Yeah, it was. Morgan gets to be a part of a real home for the holidays. I wish I had that when I was an orphan.
Yeah, our kids enjoy it. Too bad we still had 7. We could have placed it only for Christmas.
I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. Howard would take at least one more.
I thought the same about the Prestons.
And I was sure the conference would help this year, but they said they just couldn't.
It was a good plan.
It really was.
Too bad it didn't work.
Well, we'll just have to make this the best Christmas for the 7 we still have.
I knew it would be difficult to replace the Suttons, but I didn't know it would be impossible.
They were such nice people. It's such a shame they're gone.
Yes, I only knew them for a short while, but I can tell they were very, very nice.
I wonder if Andrew's coming home for Christmas.
Andrew?
Andrew Sutton, Mr. and Mrs. Sutton's son. You met him at the funeral.
He was such a nice boy growing up.
The Suttons were always very proud of him.
He grew up to be a lawyer, didn't he?
Yes, I'm sure he has many clients.
Many female clients. Nice brown eyes, deep smile.
He was always very, very handsome.
Very nice too, I would imagine.
Oh, yes, I remember. He was very, very nice and handsome, too.
He lives in Los Angeles, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. With his parents being gone for 2 months, it must be pretty difficult for him to come home for Christmas this year.
Hello? Yes, this is Jessica Russell. I'm sorry, who did you say this was? Andrew Sutton? Yes, I know who you are. You'd like to do what? You'd like to participate in the Home for Christmas program? Yes, we still have 7 that need placement. How many would you like to take in? Could you see your way to take all 7? Guests. Yes, you would need extra help, wouldn't you? I'm sorry too. Mr. Sutton, what if I can get you the extra help you would need? Yes, sir. I assure you that if you took in all 7 orphans, I will give you the extra help you need for the holidays. I'll take care of it. I promise. Have them there on the morning of the 22nd. Yes, sir. The servants' names are Gladys and Bertram. All right. Yes, sir. I'll take care of it. I promise. See you on the 22nd.
I don't believe it!
Believe it!
And you talked him into taking all 7. Way to go, Miss Russell!
Jessica, please call me Jessica.
Old habits are hard to break.
Yeah, we didn't dare call our old boss anything other than Miss Cavendish.
And your new boss prefers Jessica.
All right then, Jessica, that promise you made about extra service.
Yes! I need you to help me keep that promise.
I figured that's what you meant.
You're expecting Susan and me to be servants?
No, I'm expecting all of us to be servants.
You're expecting me to give Christmas with my family to play servant for Andrew Sutton?
No, Angela, she's expecting us to give up Christmas to our families for those 7 orphans' sake.
Oh, well, I guess that's different.
We'll all be giving up Christmas to our families so that 7 orphans can have a real home for Christmas.
Well, actually, I'm not giving up anything. Remember, I don't have a family. I'm an orphan.
I guess this will be an at-home for Christmas experience for you too.
I guess it will.
So we'll be doing the servant thing for the kids and you.
You could say that.
Well, you can count on me.
Me too.
I appreciate your sacrifice, and the kids will too.
You are very welcome. Susan and I can visit our families after Christmas.
So, Jessica, what's the plan?
Mr. Sutton wants the kids to arrive early on the 22nd. His servants, Gladys and Bertram, will be expecting us. Mr. Sutton and his friends will arrive later that evening.
What do you mean, his friends?
Oh, Mr. Sutton is bringing his fiancée and a couple of friends.
Fiance. She was with at the funeral, was she?
I don't remember anyone with him.
This Christmas might get very interesting. I'd like to see the woman who landed him.
I'd like to see the kind of man he's become.
And I would like to give 7 orphans a home for Christmas.
Don't you mean 8?
Sure, 8. Let's go tell the kids the good news.
I'm sure that we did. We used the information given to us by the orphanage, so we should be fine. They'll appreciate whatever they get.
I know, and that's what makes Christmas so special. I'm so glad Mr. Andrew decided to carry on his parents' tradition concerning the Home for Christmas program.
It's almost time for the children and the servants to arrive.
How does everything look?
Trust me, they won't mind if everything isn't perfect.
Oh dear, what's not perfect?
For the 100th time, it looks superb.
Everything just has to be perfect.
Everything is perfect. Quit stressing.
I can't help it. Mr. Andrew is bringing his fiancée to see the house for the first time.
So you mean to impress the young woman?
Yes, I'm trying to impress a young woman. If I can, maybe after she and Mr. Andrew get married, they'll move back to Ellendale.
I think your expectations are unrealistic.
Why?
Miss Davis is a native Californian.
So?
I cannot see her giving up the California sunshine and warm climate for Pennsylvania.
And what is wrong with Pennsylvania?
Absolutely nothing if you like cold winters and snow.
You mean it doesn't snow in California?
Not where Miss Davis was?
Oh, so it might be difficult to convince her that she should live here.
I'm afraid so.
But surely anyone Mr. Andrew loves what he loves, and he loves Pennsylvania.
Then why did he move out to Los Angeles?
The job offer that they offer him out there.
You're exactly right.
But I'm sure he'd like to move back someday.
The key word is someday.
Well, can't I wish for someday to be soon?
Of course you can, but I wouldn't count on it. Good morning, madam. I take it you were all from the orphanage?
Yes, and you must be Bertram.
That is correct, madam. Won't you come in?
May I introduce to you Miss Susan Lawrence, Sam, Shelby, Katie, Dylan, Mia, Emma, Abigail, and Miss Angela Pruitt, and I am Jessica Russell.
And may I present to you Gladys.
It is very nice to meet you all. It will be wonderful having you all here for Christmas. May I take your coats?
And when will the servants be arriving?
They've already arrived.
Oh, I see, but I understood there would be 3.
I make 3.
Oh, I see.
We are at their disposal.
Very good, madam. Let me see if I have your names correct. You are Jessica, you are Susan, and you are Angela.
Wow, you're good.
That's why I'm the butler and you are the servant.
Oh, Bertram, knock it off. These ladies will think that you're serious.
You mean he wasn't?
He wasn't.
Wow, Bertie, you sure had me going.
Madam, my name is Bertram, not Bertie, and I'm the one in charge. Therefore, you will address me as such.
There he goes, Etiquette. He's a real kidder, isn't he? I'm afraid he wasn't kidding this time. He's touchy about his name.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bertram. I didn't know. My bad.
You're bad indeed.
Bertram, don't be like that. She said she was sorry. She didn't know you were so touchy about your name.
Oh, okay.
Now she knows, so cut her some slack.
Bertram, we are all new at this servant thing. We'll try to learn what is proper and what is not.
Very good, madam. I will show the young people to their rooms, and Gladys will show you to the kitchen to prepare you for your duties.
Man, did you get a load of this place?
It's better than I could ever imagine.
I've never slept like a bed in this before.
I've never been in a house like this before. I thought for sure we'd be spending Christmas at the orphanage while everyone else was in a home.
Me too. But look at us now.
Yeah, I bet everybody else would be jealous if they could see us now.
Yeah,
Let's not get so carried away.
what do you mean? This is great.
Yeah, it is, but we haven't met the Sutton guy yet. What if he isn't so great?
That's the thing about having Miss Russell here.
If Mr. Sutton isn't nice, she'll fix it. But just look at this place. He opened up his home to us. He didn't have to, did he? He just about have to be nice.
Dylan's right. Some rich folks don't like other folks. Sages like to brag about helping them.
Surely Mr. Sutton isn't like that.
We'll see.
Man, did you get a load of all those presents?
Let's go check them out.
And what are you kids up to?
Wow, Miss Russell, you sure look different.
I do?
Yeah, you do.
How do I look different?
Your hair is down and you're not wearing your glasses.
Well, Gladys suggested I wear my hair down, and my glasses are for reading. I usually just forget to take them off.
Well, you sure look different. You look
You look
hot.
happy. You look very happy.
I do?
Yes, you do.
Well, thank you. I'm here to see how nice all of you look. Oh, you look fine.
Thanks, Miss Russell.
And you look very nice too.
Thank you. About calling me Miss Russell, you need to call, while we are here, you need to call me Jessica, Miss Lauren Susan, and Miss Pruitt Angela.
Well, really?
Yes, after all, while we are here, we are servants.
Jessica, I can handle that.
And remember, we are in Mr. Sutton's home, so you need to be on your very best behavior.
Miss Russell, we're all a little nervous.
So that's to be expected.
What if Mr. Sutton doesn't like us?
I don't like all of you.
He's nice, isn't he, Miss Russell?
I'm sure him and his friends are all very, very nice.
Oh, that's right. There'll be other guests here as well.
Oh, I wonder if they like us.
They will love all of you, just like I do. After all, what's not to love?
Yeah, she's right. What's not to love?
Maybe Katie. I was just kidding. Can't you take a joke?
You're a joke.
Best behavior, remember?
Good evening, sir.
Merry Christmas, Bertram.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas, Gladys. And everyone, may I introduce to you my fiancée, Lauren Davis.
It's very good to meet you, madam.
Thank you. I've been so looking forward to meeting you. Andy has told me so much about you.
That's very kind of you, madam.
And this must be Gladys.
Yes, ma'am. We are very glad to have you here. We've been looking forward to meeting you.
I have been looking forward to meeting you. Andy constantly talks about what a good cook you are. I can't wait to sample it.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm afraid I didn't know about you.
No, ma'am, we're new. This is Angela, this is Susan, and I am Jessica.
I see.
It's very nice to meet you all. Bertram, 2 other guests will be arriving later this evening. And who do we have here?
Sir, may I present to you Sam, Shelby, Mia, Katie, Abigail, Emma, and Dylan.
It's very nice to meet you all. I'm so happy you could be here for the holidays. I hope you all make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
I was expecting Miss Russell to be with you.
She's at that.
She is.
That's Miss Russell.
Hello, sir. I am Jessica Russell.
It's very nice to meet you. I wondered how you were able to guarantee the servants I need.
May I introduce to you my colleagues at the orphanage, Miss Susan Lawrence and Miss Angela Pruitt.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I can see that I'm in the presence of 3 very dedicated women.
And who do we have here?
Ah, this is my fiancée, Lauren Davis. I'm sure she appreciates your dedication as well.
Of course I do.
Sir, dinner will be ready shortly. If you would like to freshen up before dinner, your rooms are ready.
Thank you, Bertram. That would be great.
Can I show you 2 rooms, madam?
Thank you, kind sir.
Wow, isn't she handsome?
Isn't she beautiful?
She certainly is.
It's just like a fairy tale. You can be a part of it.
For a little while.
This will be a wonderful Christmas for you all.
Ladies, remember who you are. To the kitchen, we have a dinner to serve.
Yes, sir, we do.
That was the best food I've ever had.
Me too.
Me 3.
Didn't I tell you Gladys was the greatest cook in the world?
Yes, you did.
You're exactly right, Mr. Sutton.
Oh, please, call me Andy.
And call me Lauren.
Dylan, how old are you?
Oh, 17.
So you've about another year in high school,
Yeah, about.
and then what?
Then I'll get a job and I'll move out on my own.
What about college?
College is hard for orphans.
Or
Money, besides, I don't have the grades.
surely money would be available for someone in your situation if you wanted to go.
Not as much as you.
That's such a shame.
Look, if any of you wanted to go to college, I'm sure I could help you find a way.
College? I'm just worried about 10th grade.
You should be. You don't even try.
Why is that?
What's the use? Nobody cares.
That's not true. Miss Russell cares. Miss Lawrence and Miss Pruitt care too.
I guess.
I'm sure that's right. They all three seem very dedicated to you. After all, they consented to be your servants so you could be here for the holidays.
That's right, David.
No, I just miss my dad.
Your dad.
Yeah, he left us at the orphanage a year ago.
Left you at the orphanage?
Yeah, after he lost his job and couldn't find another one, he decided to leave us at the orphanage. Yeah, Shelby's my sister.
Mr. Sutton, Dad promised to come back and get us when things got better, but I guess it didn't get better.
What kind of work did your father do?
He was a mechanic.
Children die?
Yes, sir.
And he couldn't find a job?
No, sir, he tried for months.
Dad was so sad after Mom died.
Yeah, he started drinking after Mom died, too. I think that's why he lost his job and couldn't find another one.
Have you heard from him at all?
No, sir, not a word.
He is what you don't do.
Yes, I do.
Good evening.
Hey, I believe Mr. Sutton was expecting us.
So you finally made it. I bet truck was terrible.
You know it.
We crawled along until we got out of New York City and made it fine until Newark.
Well, once we left Newark, we make it time.
We're just happy to have you here for the holidays.
How was the shopping in New York?
It was great.
You'll have to show me all the things you bought.
I couldn't do that.
And why not?
A couple of the gifts are for you and Andrew for Christmas.
Oh, I see. Well, I hope you bought me something very expensive.
You know it, I'm spending Jared's money. I was just kidding.
Yeah, I bet you were.
How about that? A fiance who begrudges his wife being a little extravagant. I bet you don't have that kind of problem with Andy, do you?
No, I don't. Andy's the most generous man I know.
Way to go, Andy. Make the rest of us guys look bad.
I don't think you need help in that department.
Nice.
Jared, Rebecca, may I introduce you to our other guests for Christmas? This is Emma, Sam, Mia, Shelby, Katie, Abigail, and Dylan.
It's
Very nice to meet you.
You didn't happen to eat, did you?
No, we haven't. I tried to get Jared to stop, but no, why pay for a meal when everyone's waiting?
I already knew that Andy would have dinner waiting for us. Besides, I gotta save up for that extravagant honeymoon wedding you want.
Well, sorry, my parents aren't loaded like yours.
The way you're spending money, they won't be for long.
I figured you wouldn't stop to eat.
I bet you two are starving.
So I had Gladys save you some dinner. I'll let her know that you're here. Lauren, will you please show them to the dining room?
Sure. Follow me, you two.
Wow, can you say cut the tension with a knife? Boy, I cannot imagine those two getting married.
They sure do not seem to be as nice as Andy and Lauren, do they?
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine Andrew or ever feeling that. They're so nice and so much in love. What are you kids discussing so intently?
About how Andy and Lauren like each other a lot more than Rebecca and Jared.
And how much they love each other.
Don't act so childish.
Best behavior. And besides, you don't even know Rebecca and Jared.
I know they don't seem to like each other, much less love each other.
I'm not sure about that. Sometimes first impressions are wrong.
And sometimes they're not.
Well, how would you feel if someone judged you on a first impression?
All right, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Jessica, do you think it'll be alright if we go upstairs and watch television?
Andy said to make ourselves at home.
If Mr. Sutton said it was okay, I'm sure it'd be fine for you to go upstairs and watch TV in your rooms.
What's up?
We're going to go to our rooms and watch TV until bedtime.
Oh, that's cool. How would you all like to go horseback riding in the morning?
Really? Could we?
Sure, I'm sure the horses would appreciate the exercise.
Horses? Where are they?
They're at the stables just down the road.
Do you think they have enough horses for all of us?
Sure I do.
You mean they're your horses?
Yeah?
Sure!
Well, we'll take them out after breakfast tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Jessica, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yes, sir.
Please, drop the sir business.
But I'm a servant.
Not really. You're just a nice young woman pretending to be a servant.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What I wanted to talk to you about was Sam and Shelby's dad. I understand he left them in the care of the orphanage about a year ago.
Yes, he dropped them off right around the time I came to the orphanage.
Have you talked to him at all?
None, since he had led us to believe he would return in about 6 months, and he hadn't. I made it my personal goal to locate him.
Is he from Ellendale?
Carson. I went and asked around if anybody knew what had become of him, but nobody knew anything except that he lost his house after he lost his wife and his son.
The kids say that he drinks.
Yes, he had a drinking problem, which was why he brought the kids to the orphanage. He knew he needed treatment and would not be able to take care of them.
Did you check the local treatment centers?
He did try to get treatment from one of them, but they turned him away because he didn't have any money. After that, he vanished. I didn't tell Sam and Shelby. I couldn't.
I think I might try to find Sam and Shelby's dad.
Really? You would do that for Sam and Shelby?
Sure I would. I'd love to put some of my parents' money to good use.
You were so generous and compassionate.
I'm no more generous and compassionate than you. I'm only trying to do what you tried to do. But maybe I'll be successful, and maybe I can reunite Sam and Shelby with their dad.
That's wonderful. I don't know how to thank you.
No thanks are necessary. Why don't you come riding with us and the kids tomorrow?
But I'm a servant.
Not tomorrow. Not if you don't want to be.
Well, what would Bertram think?
Bertram?
Yes, he's very strict about this servant thing.
That's not a problem. I think you're forgetting that I'm the boss, and I insist that you join us.
I'm not sure about this.
I am. It'll be fun. I'd better get back to Lauren and our other guests.
Way to go, Jessica.
What?
I think Mr. Andrew Sutton's rather taken with you.
What?
I think so too.
And what makes you say that?
He invited you to go riding tomorrow.
There's gonna be other people.
Wait, I saw the way he was looking at you all night.
In what way was that?
Like a boy wearing a much wanted lollipop.
The boy has a lollipop. Her name's Lauren.
Well, sometimes boys throw away old lollipops for new ones.
You two are so wrong.
I'd like to thank you again for helping us during the holidays.
Thank you.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop.
Golly. What time was Andy supposed to be back?
Hours ago.
Hours ago? You mean he hasn't called you?
No, he hasn't.
I knew you were crazy for not going with them this morning.
This California girl does not like the cold.
I'm sure there's probably enough going on to warm you up.
Huh?
You cannot be that blind.
What do you mean?
I know you've noticed the way he looks at Jessica.
And who can blame him?
And just what do you mean by that?
I mean, you know, she's hot.
I have news for you. I'm hot too, and a whole lot hotter than her.
Yeah, but she's nicer than you.
I'm nice.
Only a recent occurrence, and only when Andy's around. I bet Jessica's just plain old nice.
Why don't you keep your opinions to yourself?
Well, thank you for a wonderful day.
You're very welcome.
So, you all had a wonderful day? You must have done something besides horseback riding to keep you awake for so long.
We did. After riding, we went ice skating.
Ice skating? So you ice skate, Jessica.
Well, I couldn't until today. Andy taught me how.
He did? How nice.
It was nice. He's very nice. You're such a lucky woman.
Yes, I am a very lucky woman.
Nonsense.
Well, I'm gonna go back to the kitchen.
Aren't you frozen after being outside all day?
No, I love it. Why don't you come with us tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Where are you going tomorrow?
I was thinking about taking the kids shopping and letting them buy gifts for each other.
That's nice of you, man.
Well, they've never been able to do that before, so I figured they ought to be.
Shopping, huh?
Yeah, if you come with us, maybe you can help the girl find presents for the guys, and I'll help the guys find presents for the girls.
I have a degree in shopping. Can I come too?
Sure, the more the merrier. We'll all go. Jared, are you in?
I'm in.
Will Jessica be coming?
No, she says she feels guilty leaving Susan and Angela here working while she's out having a good time.
I see.
By the way, I found out today that she's an orphan too.
Really?
Yeah, she has no family at all. Lauren, will you please help me find a nice Christmas gift for her?
Sure, I'd be glad to.
I also found out some very important things about the rest of the kids. I think I have an idea for a nice Christmas gift for them as well.
Andy, you're just too good to be true.
How's that?
Your generosity. Most people with money are trying to keep it, or will at least spend it on themselves, but not you.
I was always taught that those who had money should use it to help those who didn't.
I don't believe our intendants would agree with that point of view. But I do. Maybe that means I'm marrying the wrong man, and you're marrying the wrong woman.
That's absurd. I agree with that philosophy. To a point.
Yeah, me too.
That's my point.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but could I see you in the dining room for a moment?
Of course, Bertram.
How dare you talk about me that way to Andy?
What way?
That crack about money meaning is marrying the wrong girl.
I was just joking, and he didn't take me seriously.
You'd better hope he did it, and you'd better not do anything to jeopardize my marrying Andy.
Hey, it's not me you need to worry about. It's Jessica.
I have news for that orphan. No one, and I mean no one, is going to come between Andrew and I.
Don't you mean you and Andrew's money?
I mean, I worked too hard to get Andrew's son and his money, let some nobody named Jessica get in my way.
Dinner is ready. Shall we go in?
Shall we?
What's up?
Something terrible is going on here.
I promise I didn't do it.
I'm sure he did.
Does not have to do with Dylan or any of the rest of us.
It's Lauren. Lauren?
Yes, Lauren, she's not as nice as we thought.
Huh?
She's evil, pure evil.
What? That can't be true.
It is true. Mia Shelby and I overheard the real Lauren. She's only here after Andy's money.
I'm sure she's right. Bertram and I overheard Lauren too. She really isn't what she pretends to be.
What's more, she has it in for Jessica.
Jessica?
Yeah, she thinks Jessica likes Andy or Andy likes Jessica. I don't know which, but I know she's really mad about it.
Bertram and I overheard that too.
Well, we have to do something. Andy can't marry a woman like that.
He can't, but what can we do?
Well, maybe we can get Lauren to show her true colors and at the same time get Andy and Jessica together.
But how?
Maybe if we put our heads together, we can come up with a plan.
Okay, I think we need to make Lauren upset. We need to play a game. Does anyone have any suggestions?
Oh, we could play Clue.
Twister. We could play Twister.
Yeah, we can play Twister.
Okay, here's what we need to do.
family.
Well, I hate to be a party pooper, but I think I'm gonna go up to my room and read or something.
Are you sure? You're gonna miss a lot of fun.
I'm sure. I wasn't an only child. I've played many games in my time.
That's true in many ways. What? I dream.
Well, don't. Have you played Twister before?
Yes, I have.
Did you like it? No, I've never liked being in an awkward position.
I can believe that.
Well, you all had loads of fun. I think I'll turn it over. I'll see you in the morning.
Well, you're sure. See you in the morning then.
Andy, can Jessica play with us?
Sure she can.
I'll go get her.
Well, thank you for inviting me to join in the fun.
Of course, the more the merrier. Let's get started.
Who's first? All right, Sam, right hand on red. Katie, right foot on red. Sam, left foot on blue. Katie, right foot on red.
You're doing great. You're not doing great anymore.
Sam, right hand on red.
Good job, guys. Good job.
More. Who's next?
Go down.
Dylan, right foot on green. Abigail, left foot on green. Shelby, left hand on yellow.
That's not yellow. I'm just kidding.
Right hand on green, Dylan. Abigail, right foot on red. Then Shelby, right hand on blue.
Keep it up. You're doing great.
Now Dylan, right foot on yellow.
I was counting on
Are
you.
you okay?
Who's next? Jared, play. You should play. You should play.
Okay. Jared, left hand on blue. Rebecca, right hand on yellow. Jared, right foot on yellow. Rebecca, left hand on blue. Who did you play?
I'm not sure about this.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Jessica, right foot red. Andy, right foot yellow. Jessica, left foot green. Andy, right hand green. Jessica, left hand yellow. Andy, left foot red.
Well, what do we have here?
Lauren, I thought you were going to bed.
I can see that.
Don't be like that.
Be like what?
A jealous fiance. There's no reason for it.
I'm not so sure about that. What about it, Jessica? Isn't there a reason?
Miss Davis, we were simply just playing a game.
It sure seems like a lot more than that.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous. Am I, Jessica?
I invited her to play. If you're going to be upset with someone, be upset with me.
Miss Davis, I'm sorry if you thought there was anything inappropriate going on. I can assure you there wasn't. Well, I better get back to the kitchen where I belong.
Lauren, honey, I can assure you everything was on the up and up.
Okay, Andy, if you say so.
I do say so.
Well, I think I'm gonna go to bed. Me too! Yeah, us too.
I didn't mean to break up the fun.
Untrue, that's not true.
Say goodnight, Jared.
Good night, Jared.
We'll say goodnight so then you two can talk in private.
But I'm not sleepy.
Come on, Jared.
Something's all wrong.
Have I? I see the way she looks at you. And what's more, I see the way you look at her.
I've never seen you like this before.
I've never had to be like this. I can't help it. I'm jealous.
Well, don't be. There's no reason. She's just a nice woman, and I'm just being nice to her.
Well, I don't like it. I don't want you to be nice to anybody but me.
Lauren.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause a problem.
I know. It's okay.
Will you forgive me?
You're forgiven.
Well, since we have a big day tomorrow, why don't we turn in early?
Actually, I think I'm gonna stay out here for a little while. I'd like to just be quiet and enjoy the view of the street.
I'll stay with you then.
I'd like to be alone if you don't mind. I need to calm myself down a bit before then.
Well, okay. I'll see you in the morning then.
Jessica, could I talk to you for a minute?
Yes.
I'm sorry if I overreacted earlier, but you see, I love Andy very much.
Yes, I know.
Evidently, you don't realize how fond he is of you. You might not even realize how much you like him.
Oh, but I can assure you.
I'm not saying that you're doing anything intentionally. I'm just saying that there's a problem. But nothing. There's a problem. And I realize that it's unintentional on your part, and on Andy's part too. And I know you wouldn't want to do anything to jeopardize my future with Andy.
Oh, of course not.
Then don't you think you ought to leave?
Leave?
Yes. If you leave, then there's no problem. If you're out of sight, you're out of mind.
I'm sorry if there's a problem. I'll leave tonight.
You don't have to leave tonight. Tomorrow will be soon enough.
What?
If you leave tonight, then the kids will be upset, and the shopping trip Andy is planning will be spoiled.
Oh, I see.
And you probably want to leave without saying anything directly to the kids or Andy. I don't think they'd let you go.
I guess you're right.
You can say goodbyes to everyone as we leave to go shopping tomorrow. Then make the excuse with Bertram and the others that something important came up in the office. Then just don't come back.
Okay.
Thanks, Miss Russell. I knew you were a nice, reasonable person.
Thank you.
Who knew she'd be so easy.
Hello, Bertram. I forgot my key.
Ooh, what a day. Those kids ran me ragged.
You better get used to it. I played 5 on our own.
5?
Yes, 5. I want a big family.
And what about Lauren? Does she want 5?
I want whatever Andy wants. We'll have 10 if that's what he wants.
What's wrong with you all?
Oh, nothing is wrong.
Yeah, right.
Jessica isn't here.
Where is she?
Susan said she went to the orphanage to care something.
That was this morning and nobody's heard from her since.
Maybe her business is just taking a while.
Maybe so, but Susan has called her so many times, and Jessica hasn't picked up.
We think something might be wrong.
I'm sure everything's all right. We'll call her now. You'll see everything's all right. She's probably on her way here. Why don't you all go get ready for dinner? Bertram, could you call in Susan and Angela for me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir?
Could any of you shed some light on Jessica's whereabouts?
Well, sir, she left a note this morning saying she had some business to take care of at the orphanage.
She didn't say anything to anyone? She just left a note? That doesn't seem like her.
No, sir, it doesn't.
We tried to call several times, but she did not answer the office phone or her cell phone.
And none of you know anything?
No, sir.
Mr. Andrew, I saw her going to her room last night, and she was in tears.
In tears.
She was crying.
Yes.
Yes, sir, I saw that too.
And you can knows why?
No,
No, sir.
sir.
Well, if she's not back by the time dinner's over, we'll go look for her.
Very good, sir. Dinner will be ready in about 30 minutes.
Thank you, Bertram. Thank you, Gladys, Susan, and Angela.
cold in Pennsylvania?
No, not always.
I wonder where Jessica is.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm gonna go check on the kids and get ready for dinner.
I'll join you.
Okay, the coast is clear. What did you do?
Me? Are you suggesting that sweet little nice innocent me did something to Jessica?
Come on, Gib, there's no trace of Jessica. I know you did something.
I just appealed to her better nature.
Huh?
She's nice, remember? I just explained to her that her presence was confusing Andy and causing problems in our relationship. Her being the nice person she is, she agreed to leave.
That's it? That's all you did?
That's it. You're looking at the master of manipulation. I told you I'd take care of that orphan.
I knew you'd find a way to fight for Andrew and his money.
Fight for the money, anyway.
Andy's a great guy.
Yeah, he is, but he's a little too provincial for me. But what can I say? To get the money, I have to take him.
That's not necessarily true.
Andy, darling, how long have you been standing there?
Long enough to realize what a fool I've been, and long enough to get a glimpse of the real you.
Andy, what are you saying?
I'm saying that sweet little Lauren isn't so sweet, are you?
What do you mean?
I mean, that I'd be glad to write you a check, especially if that's what gets rid of you.
Andy, you're all wrong about me.
Am I? I want you out of my house tonight. I am sure that Gladys, Susan, and Angela will be glad to help you pack. Well, I call you a cab.
She won't need a cab. We're leaving too, aren't we, Jared?
Not me.
Jared, how dare you? You're my
Well,
fiance.
maybe I'll write you a check too.
Don't you mean your parents?
Whatever. They'll need a cab.
What in the world is going on here?
Lauren's leaving.
And Rebecca.
What happened?
Well, let's just say my eyes have been opened.
Mine too.
Praise the Lord!
That you all knew about Lauren.
Yes, sir, I'm afraid that we did.
Why did you tell me?
I can't believe you're kicking us out on Christmas Eve.
The way you feel about me? I can't believe you want to stay.
You'll be sorry, Andrew Sutton.
I'm already sorry. Sorry I ever met you.
Let me help you with your luggage, madam.
Thank you very much, Bertram.
You're very welcome, madam. And Merry Christmas.
One problem down. But once you go.
Miss Jessica, sir?
Miss Jessica, Bertram.
Hey, I'd be glad to help you look for it.
Me too.
Us too.
Why don't you kids stay and have something to eat?
But we don't eat Christmas Eve dinner without all of you.
We promise we'll call as soon as we find her. Besides, somebody needs to be here in case she comes back on her own.
I do not see why we have to stay here. I just want to help.
Me too. Andy's right. Somebody needs to be here in case Jessica comes back.
It's Christmas Eve. Sure should be with us on Christmas Eve.
I sure hope so. I just wonder what Lauren did to make her leave.
Me too.
Madam, I am so glad to see you.
Thank you, Bertram.
Jessica, we've been so worried.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's looking for you.
They are?
Yeah, they are. Andy threw Lauren out.
He did?
Yes, he did.
Well, you can tell me about all of that later. I have a surprise for Sam and
You
Shelby.
do?
I do.
What is it?
Dad! Jessica, how did you find him?
I did it. Andy did.
Andy?
Yes, when you told him about your dad on the first night, he hired a detective, and your dad found me at the orphanage, asked me to help him take care of a few things, and then bring him here.
And that's not all. You got me a job and found us a place to live. We're going to be a family again.
That's great.
Wow, what a wonderful Christmas present.
That's what Andy wanted it to be.
Jessica, we've been looking for you.
I'm sorry, I was at the orphanage helping Mr. Fisher take care of a few things.
And this must be Mr. Fisher?
Yes, and you must be Mr. Sutton. I can't begin to thank you for everything you've done for my family and me.
I'm happy to. I know that you'll do a good job and take good care of the kids.
Yes, sir, I will.
Mr. Fisher, may I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Thomas Randolph. Thomas Randolph owns the company for which you'll be working.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Randolph. Thank you so much for giving me a job at your company.
Don't thank me, thank Andy. I'd hire anyone he would vouch for.
Mr. Oh, okay. Surely, Tom and Mary Randolph, may I introduce to you Emma, Katie, Mia, Abigail, and Dylan.
It's so nice to finally meet you. Andy said such nice things about all of you.
He has?
He has, and we would like to find out more information about you.
You would?
We would.
Well, I'm 12 years old, and now that everyone is here, sir, would you like dinner to be served?
Yes, of course, Bertram. Everyone, let's go have Christmas Eve dinner. I'm so sorry about what Lauren did to you.
It's okay. I understand Lauren is gone.
Yes, she is.
Gone for good.
She's gone for good.
I really appreciate what you did for Sam and Shelby and their dad. That was such a wonderful Christmas present.
I'm happy to. I also might have another present or two up my sleeve.
Really? You have another present for Sam and Shelby?
I might have a present for the rest of the kids. I believe the Randolphs might take them.
Really?
Yes, they've always wanted children, but they were never able to have any. But they have a great big house and great big heart, so I'm very hopeful.
Andy said you were wonderful.
You really think so? How would you feel about having me around all the time?
Are you moving back to Ellendale?
Sure am. I'd like to work on finding a home for you.
For me? For Christmas?
How about all year round?
We'll see.
We certainly will.
Hey, you two, are you ever coming to dinner? I'm hungry. It's Christmas Eve, and I want to open some of those presents over there.
Yes, we're coming. Shall we go?